Oh my guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this is supposed to be my first story today, right? But I wanted to hold this for the last and make this my last video of the night. Now, I believe in a higher being, but I'm not religious for my own personal reasons. But I have nothing against anybody of any particular religious sect, because I feel as though, whatever you do that makes you be at peace with yourself and there's no harm to anybody else or yourself, and you use it to keep your sanity, by all means, do what you do. But today I want to talk about the Christian faith and what it is for forgiveness and what the true word of forgiveness is. Because I seen the story. In fact, Tony sent me this story. Shout out my girlfriend, Tony. Tony sent me this story last night. And I think this is an interesting topic to talk about, because a lot of you guys are religious. I see it in the comments section. And it's about a place called Fort Mill, South Carolina. Shout out Fort Mill. They got a nice bowling alley there. I've been there before. And it's about a place called the Eternal Church. And this is rough to even talk about. See this guy over here? The community is up in arms right now, and rightfully so. This guy right here has been a pastor at that church he was hired 10 years ago. His name is Pastor Don Logan. And in 1997, 8/28/1997, this guy was charged with having sexual misconduct with a minor, a 14-year-old girl. Now, I don't know the particulars of this, what happened with that. It was 10 years ago. But the dilemma is, he's a pastor at this church where he was. And people are saying, hey, they wouldn't need to step down. I'm going to just leave it at that, because I'm going to come back and ask you guys a question. I want you to fill the comment section up with your own personal opinion, because there's some things I don't understand about the Christian faith, and I need your help to understand them. Take a look at this story, and we'll come back and I'll say what I got to say.
Pastor Don Logan of Eternal Church will step away now amid news that he's a registered sex offender. WCNC Charlotte's Tradisha Woodard is live in Fort Mill for us tonight. Tradisha, the church, they held an emergency meeting, it sounds like, just a few hours ago after a wave of reactions from this.
That's right, Colin. And I did try to attend that meeting, but was denied access. Now, Don Logan was a pastor at Eternal Church for about 10 years, only recently registering as a sex offender after finding out it was required to do so. Now a community, a congregation, calling for transparency.
People are hurt.
Emotions high here at Eternal Church after learning new details about their pastor's history. A dark history that for some eats away at years of trust.
Don Logan was on a sex offender list. Whenever a church leader or a pastor uses their spiritual authority and position to access somebody sexually, it is an abuse of their power, and it is a significant abuse of a person's heart, mind, body, and soul, and does significant damage.
Julie Sale says it's news she learned 9 months ago and immediately told church leaders. She says she later learned some already knew.
My knowledge, and this was confirmed by the elder, that they knew this when they hired him 10 years ago.
A truth that couldn't be hidden any longer, gaining a variety of mixed reactions on social media. Some saying Logan has already been punished and served a full sentence. They say he registered as a sex offender after finding out it was law, which proves he's willing to do the right thing. Others saying he should have been disqualified as a pastor, and it was a horrible decision for the church to allow it.
I mean, God is so good, and his grace and forgiveness extends to all of us and to our deepest, darkest sins. But there are some positions, it's not helpful, it's not wise to place a person who has harmed a child sexually as a pastor.
And I did speak with Logan's wife of 23 years, who says right now they're awaiting further direction from the church to finalize the separation. They say in the meantime, they're going to continue to ask God for guidance, not only for their lives, but also for the many lives that were affected by this challenge.
That's the story of what they going through right there, out there right now. And everybody made valid points, including the people that said, hey, you know, we knew about it and we hired them anyway. Now, I don't know why they would have hired them. I personally would not, but I don't understand a lot of things, you know, depending on some type of times. I had to burp bad, I'm sorry. Depending on some churches and who's in charge of them, a lot of the things might be a little bit, the rules might be bent a little bit or seen differently. The guy served his time or whatever. And they were saying, hey, yeah, we knew about it. We hired him. You know what I'm saying? He served his time. That's something people say out here all the time. Like, hey, you know, once you serve your time and pay your debt to society, according to what the laws say, go with the crime you did, no matter how unspeakable it is. And we all know a lot of people still need to be locked up. You're supposed to be given a fresh start. This guy was a pastor, and people found out about it. The elders, quote unquote, yeah, some of us knew, yeah. Now this is my thing. This is the reason why I wanted to do this video. If God forgives you for every sin, should people forgive you too? Should he be removed or not? Because you got to remember, one of the things, fundamentals about being a Christian is being a forgiving person. How do y'all fix that? For real. And I'm not defending him on what he did. Don't get that wrong, because we get some people that like say crazy stuff in the comment section. But think about that. Should he step down? How do you stop somebody from speaking about the word of God? What if he say, oh, well, God put it in me. God changed my life. And now I want to. Should he be banned from talking in church? How does that even work? I mean, this is a very touchy subject because it deals with religion as well as something heinous, a heinous crime. I'm anxious to hear from some of you people out there. You know, I got people that are pastors that look at my channel sometime. I won't say who you are because I'll be cussing. But seriously, I mean, how, I don't know. I don't even know, man. This is a good video to do, because I mean, I don't know. I know people deal with forgiveness and stuff like that. How do you even deal with it? I'm gonna just leave it at that. But anyway, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's a difference between church and state. We know this. But if the state say he's forgiven and he served his time, what does the church say as far as something like that? I'm sure he could be welcomed in church. But as far as him being in a leadership role, is his sin so great that he can't do that? Think what I'm saying? Because if he says, hey, God gave me divine intervention, I mean, divine enlightenment, and told me this and that, who is anybody to believe him if God is the all-knowing and all-seeing? You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's a very interesting thing. It was one more thing. It's slipping out of my mind. Let me say this before I leave. I wonder if they knew that he did that stuff with kids, if his position had him where he's not around children in the position. Because he knew now I'm going to say this. He knew he was supposed to register, but he didn't do it. That's the only thing he's guilty of, to me. That's the only thing he's guilty of. Because, I mean, if he'd been out for 10 years and he ain't looked at no kid or did no crazy stuff with a kid or whatever, now I ain't never seen the background of what the story was about. I don't know. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Leave me a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.